So for those of you who watched Flat Earth Dave.
So Jim Breuer brought Dave Weiss, the fucking scumbag shill at the tippity top of the controlled flat earth movement, the guy who sells the tracking app, which steals your data, tracks you, steals your data. This guy could probably open up your camera and take a look at you if you downloaded his Flat Earth app. And so Jim Breuer gave Dave his platform. Guess who's going to be his guest in this episode?
When he came on, he said, listen, I didn't understand a lot of things he said. Certain things resonate with me, but I can't get into numbers and all that. I'm tuning out. Once you start, I went to school. I hated school. So if you the map and the 20 and the angle, I'm out. I'm not listening. I have someone on here who's going to come on, and he wants to prove that flat Earth is absolute nonsense, and it's nonsense.
He's got someone who wants to prove that flat Earth is nonsense, and Jim is happy to have someone like this come on his show.
So again, I'm all ears, and I'd love to hear what he has to say. I'm assuming that Flat Earth Dave is driving him bonkers, and a lot of people bonkers. That's why I had, I had my friend Dave on, and another guy on, and engineers and science, and they kept going back and forth, and it's a conversation. It's like hanging out in the backyard. And that's all this is. That's all it is. Are we going to accomplish what is what? For some of you, yes. For others, no. But I am curious, and I'm super excited to listen. So please welcome Mr. Craig McNeil. What's up, Craig?
Hi, Jim. How you doing? Absolute pleasure to be here.
Craig, fight the fat ass, you guys. Craig! Spoiler alert, Micktoon is up next. Why is Jim Breuer bringing professional globe cucks, the most annoying fucking globe cuck shills in the goddamn world? Why is Jim Breuer giving these men a platform right after he had Dave Weiss on his show? You bring in the king of flat earth shillery, the most rich, obnoxious flat earth shill, and then you bring in the most obnoxious globe cuck shills? Who's dumb enough to think Jim Breuer does this on his own accord? Why would Jim Breuer ever do this? Why would a guy who has a comedy career doing stand-up feel the need to spend time doing this on fucking YouTube? Unless he's been told to. Unless he has to. That's the only reason. The only reason Jim is doing this is because he has to. There's no other reason why Jim would do this. Jim is famous for being a stoner on Half Baked. Fully, man. Fully. I think it's like more complex than that. Well, fully, man. Like, that's what he's famous for. And he never could do anything as famous as that character from Half Baked. His days on Saturday Night Live are long gone. Hardly anyone remembers Goat Boy. Hardly anyone remembers that. So he was making a living doing stand-up for many, many years, just a grinding stand-up guy who didn't have a career in movies or television, but he would consistently do stand-up. But then he feels the need to do this show, and he's got his own engineer. And the engineer, I guess, assigns him guests, picks out topics for him, because it seems like he showed up to this show barely even knowing what's happening. Like he doesn't even really want to do this. And then his guest, fucking Craig, fight the fat ass.